probably been since like yesterday afternoon. Like right after I built my bed. My room looks completely different from when it did after I built the bed. Basically my whole closet is basically complete except for some shoe racks, and then I have some more clothes I have to hang up, but I gotta find them. They're somewhere in my storage. At the current moment, I am bringing one of my bookshelves from my storage unit to the house. Hi guys, here I just got home. Here is the overview of what my room is looking like. Won't go too much into detail. It's my vanity. Here's bookshelf number 1 that I still have not cleaned off. I literally just got back. This is just the overview. I just cleaned that off earlier today, and I broke my little decor mirror. It fell, and I'm so sad about it. I just have some jewelry on the bed, this miscellaneous stuff. I'm missing the pegs for this so I can put the shelves on it, and I still have to grab the other one. This is miscellaneous stuff. Hey guys, this is what my room is looking like. I've got stuff everywhere. I mean literally. The shelves for the bookshelves are on the ground over here. I have not put them up. I gotta find what I did with the pegs I bought, which I think might be up here. Nope, I'm not in there. But these are all stuff that goes on the shelf. It's like decor that has to go on the shelf. Yeah, this is the overview of what my room is currently looking like. I'm gonna take a sneak peek in the closet. Not too much in the closet though. Here's the bathroom. I've got stuff everywhere. Stuff everywhere. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna make some tea and call it tonight because I'm exhausted. I might see you guys on Saturday, in all honesty. Okay, so when you walk in, of course, here's the door. This is where I had my jewelry before. I just have this little mirror. Ooh, I don't even know if you can see me. Here you go. Hi guys. Hi guys. I just have this little sparkly little D that I spray painted. It was, I think, wooden at first. I just spray painted it. I just have my like my prayer journal, my regular journal, and my planner here, and then I have like my church books. So like my Sunday school book, my Tuesday night book, and then some pencils. Here's what my desk is looking like. Here's my little movie display. Here's bookshelf number 1. I know, I got a lot of stuff. Bookshelf number 2. Here are my new additions, the curtains. I have these, the same ones, in my bathroom. I didn't put long ones there because 1, there's a plug there, and 2, there's a shelf, and my bed is still gonna be there. So I didn't want them to touch the ground or catch fire with the plug. So I got short curtains. That was actually on mistake. I didn't know they were shorter. I thought they were long, like those, and they weren't, and I just was not going to overturn them. So it kind of worked out. But yeah, this is currently what the bed's looking like, but there you go. Hi guys, today is June 24th. You probably haven't seen me in a while. I'm currently on my way home from the hair store, and I had to run to a small store up here called City Trends. I leave in a day and a half, well, like 2.5 days, because today's not over. Y'all, I'm finna yap for a second. So anybody who knows me knows, like, I'm real big into K-pop. Like, in some of my favorite groups, Straykids, BTS, ITZY, Twice. I never really was into going to concerts up until, like, it never crossed my mind to actually, like, go to a concert. It was what, maybe the end of 2022, and y'all, I kid you not. I kid you not. Ever since I became a fan of Straykids, was back in their in-life era, they have came to Chicago. 2 years, maybe 3 in total, because I completely missed the Maniac tour. And then the tour that Thunderous and Domino have, I missed that tour completely. the first time I had car, really the first and the second time I had car troubles. And then Lollapalooza came around. And I was like, oh my God, I'm going to go see them. And sort of kind of the same thing happened. Y'all. I leave on Thursday. I leave on Thursday to go see them. I waited 2.5 years. And I can for real cry tears to go see them as a group. My ticket's paid for. Everything is literally falling into place. And I have a whole new car now. A whole new car. And I really was sitting here thinking to myself, like, I worked my butt off for these last 2 years. Really. And I feel like for me, who needs some sort of like stress reliever, basically I waited for 2 years to see them. And I leave on Thursday to go see them. And oh my God, I'm stoked. I mean, we're like in an extreme heat wave. But when I say I've been to one concert this year. Hi guys, it is currently, it's 2:29 in the morning, so basically 2:30. And I said I was going to do my braids tonight, which I did. I'm on my last 4 on the top of my head, and I just used the Braid Nation braiding hair, the pre-stretched braiding hair, but for this style in specific, I'm just doing regular braids, as you can see. But I used the color red from sorry, my brain is fogging. I'm like really tired. From the Expression brand, I'm mixing hair. I used the color red from the Expression, which is 24 inches, because I don't want them super long because it's hot. And then the color black, or what is this? The color 2 from Braid Nation. And then I just used some Shiny Jam, some little clips to help hold my hair in place, and my purple rat tail comb. If your comb don't look like this, you should already know by now. But basically, I just do it into and look at myself in the mirror. I did everything else off camera, specifically because I'm a slow starter. And you know, my baby hairs. I have a lot of baby hairs, and they're thick. They've always been thick, honestly. Fun fact, there was a time when I was in 7th grade, my sister did my hair, and she braided my edges into the braids, and it pulled out my edges. So I was walking around for almost like a year and a half with no edges, until they like fully grew back. But when they grew back thick. How many right now? I'll show you guys at the end. But basically, I just braid until my natural hair disappears into the I braid until my natural hair disappears, and then I re-split it off. You see no more black. And I take the biggest piece, and I simply split it off in between the other 2 sections so that it's sort of kind of even. I don't really care if it's even or not. This is my head. And I just continue braiding. I've been braiding my own hair since like I was a sophomore in high school. And also, another fun fact, I'm pretty sure you saw my hair has been a lot of different colors. Right now my actual hair is black. I dyed it black. Before that it was pinkish purple, like a fuchsia pink and a deep purple. I mean, y'all, that has to be my alt color of the year. My favorite color I've done so far on my hair. And it was on accident because they ended up changing the hair dye I use. I used the Kiss violet purple hair dye, and they ended up changing the formula, so it wasn't purple, it was pink. But either way, it still looked good, and I ended up braiding my hair just to keep it up. And then once that was done, I took all the color. But yeah, This is really it. This is how I braid my hair. I braid it all the way down to the end until I have no more braid left to braid. And I mean all the way down to the end, because who wants the braid coming unraveled when they try to curl it? Oh, there's a piece that messed up right there, but it's fine. I'm not too concerned about it. Literally, this hairstyle is going to be up for a month, basically, because 26th, I'm planning on going on a trip right around that time, and then I'm going to come back, and after that trip, I'll probably go take my hair down. But alright, I'll see y'all probably tomorrow. In the next few clips here, I can see this is me from the future. I didn't really do too much today of the concert, besides I drove to Chicago, got to my grandfather's, hung out with him for a little bit, talked to my aunts, met some of my cousins. Didn't do too much, honestly, for real. And then I got ready for the concert. I did Uber there so that I didn't have to like find parking or anything like that, because it was crowded. But I did want to add this in here, that while I was there, me and another girl had literally got out the Uber like right behind each other, and it was me, her, and I think 2 other girls who like were all holding each other's hands, just looking for our seats. And I want to say that was probably like the highlight of my experience, like even before getting to the concert, because that was just wonderful. And then like me and one of the other girls, I didn't get her name or her Instagram, I didn't get any of that, but we ended up basically both being in like the hundreds. I was, I think, section 106. She was like 124, but we ended up staying together all the way until she found her section, and then I found mine. And I should have been smart and got like her Instagram or something. But a time was had. It was such a wonderful experience. It was fun, in all honesty. I like danced my heart out. But yeah, I just wanted to get on here and say that. Hi guys, this is featuring me here. I just want to say that I added some of the good pictures and like a little 8-second video. As you're finna see in there. I didn't want to add too much because I don't want to get copyrighted, obviously, because I don't own the rights to that music. But I wanted to say that one of the pictures from my outfits, the lighting was terrible. So if you can't see my face and it's very blurry, I'm so sorry. But basically everything that I had on was from Amazon. The skirt, the bodysuit, the shoes, the little knitted bolero I had on also was from Amazon. Sunglasses were also, I think, from Amazon. I just had on my carry-on clear backpack, and then like my jewelry most likely came from like Hot Topic. Me again. The day after the concert, I hung out with one of my friends from here. I won't give her information because I didn't ask her, but I hung out with her. We went to a 17 pop-up, and then separately I went to a TXT pop-up. I have pictures of the 17 pop-up. I actually got catcalled as I was headed there, and I immediately looked at the stuff I was looking at and got up out of there because I was uncomfortable. But yeah, I did have a picture of the outfit that I was wearing. We met at a super small little cafe, and then I did some personal shopping. So I went to Barnes & Noble's. I think that was it. I went to Barnes & Noble's, the 17 pop-up, the TXT pop-up, and then I went to the beach later that afternoon. So I'll add the photo and the videos of there. Yeah, but that was pretty much it. Hi guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and to share. And then if you have a question, feel free to ask because I will try to answer any of your questions. Thank you for watching. Love you guys.